guys, welcome back again to Limpy First channel. Today I'm gonna be sharing with you how to cut and sew a short pants. This is the same way of making a boxers but a little bit different. I'm gonna be cutting this using my short pants pattern which I made previously. I'm gonna be dropping the link in the description box. Go ahead and watch that video. Here I grabbed my fabric and I folded it into two, making sure the right sides are facing each other. I placed my front pattern there. I'm going to be cutting the front panel first, so I carefully aligned it on the fabric like that. So I'm going to be using my pins to hold the pattern to the fabric, basically, just to make it easier for me to work with. All right, so now after pinning it down to the fabric, on my waistline I'm going to be going out by 2 inches up there, which is going to be for my elastic band. Okay, but if you are adding a zipper to yours, you have to be cutting the band separately. Don't cut it together like the way I'm doing this because I'm going to be adding elastic band to it. After taking out the 2 inches on my waistline, I connected the line back to the new line like that, and I'm going to do the same thing on the other side and then square it out. So the length of this fabric is actually 18 inches. So I already added my seam allowance to the pattern, so I'm not going to add any other seam allowance to this. Okay, so it's actually 18 inches. So I measured from my waist to the full length. I have 16 inches there. If you include the 2 inches for the band, it's going to be 18 inches. Then the other space down there is for hemming, all right, or for folding. The other space down there is for folding. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to be doing right now is to cut out this shape the way it is here. I'm going to grab my scissors and I'm cutting out this shape like that. After cutting it, go ahead and unpin it. As you can see, this is what I am having. I'm going to set that aside and grab my my back panel or my back pattern. So I placed it carefully on the fabric. I measured out 2 inches up there, just the way we did for the front, like that. There's no difference, just the 2 inches I added up there. Okay, just go ahead and measure it out, connect the lines together from the waist to the new line like we did previously. After that, quickly cut out the shape. When that is done, now I'm going ahead to cut it out. So this is what I'm having right now. So here I am going to be placing the two fabrics like that, making sure the right sides are facing each other. This is the back panel, so, and this is the front panel. So what I'm going to be doing next, the back panel is what I'm holding now. I'm going to sew like this, stitch like this, or from that point there, just go down that way and stop right there. You're going to sew using 1/2 of an inch. Okay, you're going to do the same for the back. So from there to this point, okay, from there to that point, don't touch the other side. So now I'm done sewing it. This is what it is looking like. Okay, so I'm grabbing the two fabrics together, the front and back, like that. So now I'm going to be placing them together, making sure the right sides are facing each other. Make sure the right sides are facing each other. Okay, Now I'm going to grab the middle like that and use my pin to hold it down so it wouldn't shift when I'm sewing it. Okay, now I'm holding it with my pin. This is the way I'm going to sew now. I'm going to sew from there. Make sure you align it together. Okay, so I'm going to sew from down there all the way to that other side. Okay, then you join the sides together as well using 1/2 inch. All right, you sew up there and do the same thing on the other side. From there, sew from down to up, don't go from up to down. All right, make sure you sew from down to up, I mean on the sides. So right now I'm done sewing that or doing that. This is what I am having so far. Now it is time for us to put in the elastic band. Our pant is already coming up. This is what it is looking like. It is very easy. Okay, so now it is time for us to attach our band. This is an elastic band, so just take your waist circumference and minus 4 or 5 inches from it. So that was the way I cut out the elastic band. I removed 5 inches from mine. You can go ahead to remove 4 or 5 inches from yours. So I folded it in together like that. So I'm going to be stitching and closing it up that way. Okay, so after stitching it together, I am going ahead to cut out the rough edge. This is what I am having. Make sure you back stitch and stitch several times. Okay, now I'm grabbing my pant again. This is the way I'm going to be sewing it. I grabbed my elastic and I put it in there. I'm going to be putting it in there. That way. Okay, so I'm going to fold it like this and fold in the rough edge. This is the way I'm going to sew. You're going to sew like this. The more you sew, the more you stretch the fabric until you go around your waistline. Okay, as you sew, you fold in and keep stretching your fabric. All right, now I'm done sewing it. This is what it is looking like. For the rough edge, you're going to overlock it. For me, I don't have overlocking machine. I'm just going to use my zigzag stitch to overlock it later. So this is what I am having now. Now I'm going to be folding the down part. I'm going to be hemming it. You're going to fold it into two like this. If you want it big, fold it like this and fold in the rough edge. Okay, fold it twice. That is the way you're going to be folding it. After that, then you stitch on top. Okay, you're going to do the same thing on the other side. Just go and stitch on top and go around. Now I'm done sewing mine. Look at the way I folded mine. It's very small. This is the way I want it. I folded it into two like that, about half an inch. Then I folded the half an inch into two. So your pant is ready. Go ahead and enjoy it. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you know you found this video helpful, please don't forget to subscribe. See you in my next video. Bye.